7th game because they remade it. I told him about this. He had absolutely no idea.
That's incredible, actually.
It's like I told him, one of these days, play it on your stream. Do it.
I remember, and I will get to the match in a moment, but I remember we did a crew battle, and he was the captain, and he didn't know what the name to be, so I just called it Scooby-Doo Mr.E's.
I remember that one.
Yeah.
That's the one with the wall.
Yeah, that was the one with the wall. All right, take it away, guys.
We're taking it back to Smashville. I'm rejoined by Zyvon.
Hey, guys.
And
glad I joined at the perfect time here.
And you've got us for some spooky business here in Smashville. Lucario versus Lucina.
Yeah, so Vivi, a really pretty solid Lucario player, and this is an interesting matchup here. Of course, can be tough for Lucario with how good Lucina's kill power is, but at the same time, never a character you can count out of any match.
Absolutely. Aura's a very big factor. You thought people were complaining about Rage. The OG Rage monster is on board right now.
And wow, yeah, we get the first hit dare into side B confirm right there.
Yeah, Vivi knows how to get these conversions going, and the longer he's able to draw out a stock, the better it's going to be for him. However, Lucina with Rage is nothing to be slept on of her own right.
Yeah, that was a really good recovery right there, what we saw with the up B down into the stage, gets the clank, which has a lot less lag than if he just lands. The lowest one is the sliding animation, but the going straight into the ground actually has almost as little lag.
Yeah, of the three options, it's fairly neutral. Ooh.
Ooh. All right, so
yeah,
not going for up throw.
Mr.E making sure he's not getting greedy with any of these re-hits he's getting. Nothing's ever stringing together as expected, but he's keeping himself lucid, and he's managing to take that stock off.
Yep, and now he has a pretty big edge in this matchup. Lucario has so much trouble killing. Wow. Oh.
All right.
Well, he has trouble killing if you don't do that.
Yeah, all right. I'll respect, because that would have looked nice.
Yeah.
But that's the price you pay for swagger.
Yeah, that was quite something there. Mr.E did get the footstool, but of course Lucario's recovery is pretty good. And now we're in a situation where we have a pretty even game.
Yeah, all of a sudden things looking a lot more in Vivi's favor now with the even stocks. It takes a tiny bit of a hit to Aura, but it means nothing when you've got back air dealing that much knockback.
Showed up around 50 right there. Oh, and a good up B right there. Marcina able to up B out of that most of the time, unless you get like the perfect part of the hitbox. Oh, and a good R3 cancel grab right there.
Yeah, Vivi's movement, as always, looking crisp with this character. He's getting his connecting hits. And with these beefy Aura spheres he's tossing around, he's making sure that he puts on tons of pressure to Mr.E, forcing him to recover low. And we'll be seeing if that's used into Vivi's game plan as he tries to sort of play the spacing game right now.
Yeah, and this is that scary situation. If Lucario gets one good hit on you, you're completely gone. The Nair is not quite going to take it. Ooh, almost had that air dodge read. Good tech.
Not able to get the second hit to extend that edge guard, but...
Oh, and just a little early on that Aura Sphere. Mr.E is able to take that with Lucina. That was very, very close game one, though.
Yeah, honestly, I could see the run back to Smashville. I feel like stage didn't really have a factor in that so much as just both these players just smacking each other as best they can.
Yeah, and I think a lot of times you see Lucarios like to go to Battlefield, but certainly a really good stage for Lucina, so we'll see if he counterpicks it in this matchup.
He's moving in that direction. He is
going to go to Battlefield. I think this is generally thought of as Lucario's best stage, from most Lucarios I've seen.
That's understandable.
But again, depends on the matchup. But we'll see how it plays out for him here.
The larger blast zones help keep him alive a little bit earlier. He's got plenty of room for recovery as far as extreme speed, not having to be too open thanks to the platforms giving him more variety. And then also those platforms help him with his combo ability.
Yeah, definitely. Lucario has a lot of extensions off those. Lucina does too. Not nearly as many true combos, but a lot of mix-ups and a lot of juggle situations. And it really gives her more landing options without giving the opponent that many landing options, considering just how well Lucina can cover the platforms.
Mr.E doing an excellent job of just sort of tracking wherever Vivi is going to go and having the option to put out a hitbox, but not necessarily committing to anything hard.
Right, and he reads that roll right there with the side B. Good recovery, though, and not at kill percent yet for an up throw.
Vivi keeps on landing and going immediately into shield, and we're seeing E punish these immediately with grab.
I like the side B right there. Has a ton of range once you get to this high. Aura getting close and closer to max Aura. I believe that's at 190. He's at 156 right now. Mr.E certainly at kill percent. Oh, wow.
Well, it's sitting that high in percentage, so's Lucario. He's fairly light, all things considered.
Yeah, we see, it looked like Vivi actually read the up B, but it came later than he expected because he shielded and held it for a second after that Aura Sphere cancel. But he did not. Oh, man, the hardest freeze there.
He wanted it. He wants it bad.
He ended up dropping shield for that up B. And now we're in the same situation we were, where Vivi's going to have to find this kill here soon.
Yeah, the issue here is, though, is if he ends up fishing and Mr.E catches onto it.
Or he can just pivot S smash.
Yeah, that works, too. Just take the nuclear option, just kill move immediately. And I like it because, as we saw, Mr.E was getting a bit too comfortable in that neutral where he had a ton of control, so he was able to move around with aggressive options. And what better way to meet aggression than with bigger aggression?
Yeah, that's well put. I think we're seeing how. Oh wow, the raw back air is
terrible
gonna take
TI
it.
as a quick.
And yeah, he was trying to, I guess, fade back, get out of the way of that, but gets caught by the back air. Solid win. That's gonna put